Have you ever seen or used a yellow resin or hardener before? Because I ordered this resin and hardener online, and when I received it, I noticed that the hardener was already yellow. This is the part B, which is the hardener. Now, I'm going to make some projects with it and see if it will actually cure or not. Hi, my name is Chamaka and welcome back to Sprinkle of Resin. If you are new here, I make beginner-friendly resin videos to help you learn with confidence and avoid common mistakes. Now let's get on with the project. So here I have my mixing cup, pouring cups, the almighty resin and hardener, the yellow hardener. Then for this project, I'll be using both mica powder and liquid pigment. Then my mixing sticks. So I started with measuring my resin and hardener because this resin is ratio 1 is to 1. I'll be using the same amount of resin and hardener, and I measured 10 ml of resin and 10 ml of hardener. That's what ratio 1 is to 1 means. In my previous videos, I've been talking of how important it is that you measure your resin and hardener correctly, because if you don't, your project may not cure properly, and this can lead to frustration. Getting your measurements correctly is the first step to achieving the perfect results you want. Another thing that will make your project to come out the way you want is how you mix. Make sure to mix for at least 5 minutes. This particular resin and hardener I'm using, the manufacturer said to mix for 5 minutes, and that was what I did. I had to speed up the video, but I didn't mix this fast. So you don't have to mix fast to avoid getting bubbles in your resin. And while mixing, make sure to scrape the sides and the bottom of your cup so that everything will mix very well. That's the part A and part B, which is the resin and hardener, can mix very well. So for this project, I decided to make three. The first one will be just the clear resin and hardener without any color. The second one will be with the pigment, and the third one with the mica powder. Why I did this is to know if there will be any difference in the three of them, maybe the one with the pigments or the one with the clear resin. I just want to know if there will be any difference. So while doing this, I got an idea, and that is to use this resin to dome an already made project, and that's what I'm doing here. I just don't want this resin to be useless. I just want to make sure that I tried everything with it to see what I can actually make with this resin and hardener. So I'm done pouring here, and I use the lighter to pop the bubbles. Now I will leave it to cure for 24 hours to see the results. Now this is the moment of truth. I actually left this to cure for 72 hours, and that's 3 days. I just decided to just give it enough time to cure. So this is the one that I domed. As you can see, it's very hard, it cured very well, and it didn't leave any fingerprint. So for this one, I would say that it's safe to say that I can actually use it to dome. Then for the clear resin and hardener, it's cured but not fully. As you can see, it's a bit bendy, just a bit. But I'll say that maybe if I give it enough time, it will actually be fully cured. But for these 3 days, it wasn't cured. Then the one with the pigment is still bendy. It didn't cure properly. The one with the mica powder, that's the black one, it's a bit better than the one with the pigment. So for this project, it's safe to say that I can only use it to dome. I think that's the only thing I can actually do with this resin and hardener, because I gave it enough time to cure, but even after that, it didn't cure properly. So it's safe to say that I'll just use this for doming only. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.